Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am doing something a little bit different. I am sharing with you guys my entire skincare routine, and this is something that I recently changed in the past few weeks since being in Asia. So I've been in Asia for the last couple months now, been spending time with family, traveling around, also working, but also I bought myself a bunch of skincare products because I wanted to start using more Japanese and Korean brands. I have been using a couple of J Beauty and K Beauty products for the past few years, but this time around in Asia, I intentionally went out to buy more of the viral beauty products. I didn't get all of them. I got what I could since I'm in Thailand, not in Korea or Japan. And I want to share with you guys my current skincare routine, switching to all K Beauty and J Beauty products. And honestly, I don't know why, as an Asian person, that I didn't do this sooner. I think coming from Canada, it's always more affordable to get K-beauty products and Asian skincare products in Asia. And so when I was in Canada, I only used products that were more accessible there. And I just stuck with what I knew. So I was previously using a brand called Comfort Zone, which is an Italian brand, I believe. And since coming to Asia, I've switched that completely into the current products that I'm using now. So if you want to learn all about my skincare routine, what I'm currently using as an eczema warrior with sensitive skin, then definitely keep on watching. Before we get into my skincare routine, I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone listening. Thank you so much for following my podcast or my YouTube channel and listening to what I have to say. It's been such an incredible year in 2025 in so many different ways. And I'm just so grateful to be able to create content and value for you guys, and you guys actually seeing such a big change when it comes to your skin, your gut health, your nutrition. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it in 2026. I know a lot of you are continuously working on your healing journey, and I'm here to support you as your practitioner and give you the tips and all my recommendations to help you get there. So I just want to say thank you, and I'm excited for this upcoming year. We've got exciting things coming in 2026. Can't believe it's already 2026. And one of my goals I actually want to focus on is actually producing more content like this, content behind the scenes, my skincare routine, how I heal my own skin and my gut. I just had food poisoning not too long ago and I was able to recover from that. So I want this platform, whether you're listening to it from YouTube or podcast, where you not only learn the gut and skin tips, but also my experience when it comes to life and some of the things that I struggle with, because I'm still human too, and being able to share that with you guys in a way where it's valuable is really what I think content is all about moving forward now. It's less about like how-tos and the tips, and it's really about connection, community, and a sense of belonging, which I know a lot of people have really lacked that in the past few years, especially with ChatGPT, AI, dealing with chronic illness. You're often on your own. It's very isolating. I really hope this space moving forward is where you feel comfortable and you feel that you are connected to my content and even the community that I hope to build with my clients as well. Okay, without further ado, let's get into today's episode. So I just want to preface and say that some of these products that I'm talking about in my skincare routine may not necessarily work for you, especially for someone that has extremely sensitive skin or you're going through active flares. I don't actually recommend using some of these products. My skin right now is actually quite dry, so I'll be actually using these products with you in this video, but I just want to mention, just because these products work for me doesn't necessarily mean that it'll work for you. But generally speaking, if you're someone that, you're not going through active flares, you have a little bit of sensitive skin, but you can tolerate most products, then let's get into it, because there's a lot of great things that I've discovered and I'm really excited. First and foremost, we're gonna go through the cleansers. So actually, I have only 3 cleansers with me. Some of them I bought here and some of them I'm already using. So first off, we have the Arincia Mochi Cleanser. Now, I actually really like this cleanser. So it comes in sort of like a paste sort of style. It's really creamy and it smells absolutely amazing. smells like mochi, kind of. I don't know. It's made with rose hip oil, so it's actually really moisturizing that I found for this cleanser, and you only need a little bit, and it goes a really long way. So this product, this Korean cleanser, went viral because of the aesthetic. It's cute, right? Mochi cleanser. I love the marketing for this. It smells amazing. The rose hip one. I don't know what the other ones smell like. And it actually is very soft and moisturizing. So as someone with really dry skin, I always try to pick cleansers where it doesn't strip away the oil too much on my skin. So I actually found this to be really good. I think this is best for those who have normal to dry skin. And the cost of this is really affordable. It's only $20 USD. So recommended. Next up is the other viral cleanser. This is the Brown Lab 1025 Dakota Cleanser. So I'll be honest, guys, I haven't personally tried this cleanser yet. I have a lot of friends that use it and they absolutely love it. So this is a Korean cleanser and it's known to be really hydrating and moisturizing as well. Hype for it started because a lot of people were looking for products that were non-foaming and non-drying for the skin. So this is apparently is exactly what it does. It really moisturizes your skin. It's gentle and it doesn't strip away your skin. This is also recommended for sensitive and dry skin. Now I'm going to test this after this video and I'll create a follow-up video on some of the products I haven't tried yet and let you guys know how this goes. But for the most part, it is highly recommended. The price of this cleanser is $16. I want to talk about the Deep Cleansing Oil by DHC. So this one is actually a Japanese brand. It's also very popular. The Deep Cleansing Oil is an olive-based cleanser. So it's really good to remove makeup, sunscreen, and just clean your face in a way where it doesn't strip away too much of the oils on your skin. This is a classic for dry skin. If you want to remove your makeup and you don't want to aggravate your skin, this is the one that you want to get, the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. Now, what I will say, if you're someone that is more acne prone and you have oily skin, this might be a little bit too heavy. But if you're someone like me that has dry skin, then this is really good for that. And it's really affordable if you get it in Asia. In Japan, I think I paid $6 for this. So these two products is currently what I'm using for my morning and nighttime routine. Then I'm going to introduce this cleanser by Round Lab to see how my skin does and let you guys know. But so far, using these two has been really good for cleansing my skin. Okay, next up are toners, essences, and serums. I'm so excited to share with you guys what has helped so much for my dry skin. There are two serums slash hydrating essences that I'm using. I have the Hada Labo Premium Lotion in Gold, and then I have the Dr. Wu Intensive Hydrating Serum. This one's a Japanese brand. This one's actually from Taiwan. Let's talk about the Hada Labo Lotion. In Japan, they call this a lotion, but it's actually described as like an essence toner, or even I would call this a hydrating serum because it very much acts like a serum more than a toner to me. This freaking thing works amazing. It is so hydrating for the skin. It literally plumps it up after I use it. I literally feel like I have glass skin using this from Japan. But it's packed with multiple forms of hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is a natural slippery sort of substance that your body actually has. And so in this product, it helps to keep your skin really hydrated, lubricated, and it's just really nice. It feels amazing. I absolutely love this. It is so hydrating. And for my sensitive girls, this is perfectly fine for eczema, for dry skin. Now, if you're flaring, be careful as always, because when you're flaring, you want to be careful with what you use. All right, since we're putting on some products, I'm just going to put my hair up so you guys can see a little better. Isn't this cute? I love this thing. This amazing serum, lotion, whatever you want to call it. You can get this for $12 in Asia. Okay, the other product, actually quite similar, is Dr. Wu. So Dr. Wu is actually a Taiwanese brand. I was just in Taiwan a couple months ago and I picked up this brand. It's Taiwan's top clinical skincare brand. So it's founded by a dermatologist named Dr. Wu. Is really famous for the serums, the hyaluronic acid serum and actually the mandelic acid, which we'll talk about in a bit here. It's focusing on hydration, aging, and brightening your skin. A clinical grade skincare line. What I like about this compared to the Hada Labo is it's a medical grade serum, so it's really good. But not only this, on top of the hyaluronic acid that's also found in both, is ceramides, which is a fatty acid that your skin really needs for the hydration and the support. B3 and B5. The difference between this and the Hada Labo is that this one, it has more barrier strengthening ingredients that you wouldn't find in the Hada Labo. But in terms of how it works, honestly, like this is a hefty price. This serum was $50 USD, which is quite steep for a serum. But I could see why, because obviously it's medical grade and it has extra skin supporting ingredients in here compared to the Hada Labo. But I just want to show you guys what the texture looks like. Yeah, like they're very similar, but I could definitely feel, oh, that's a hard one. That's a really hard one because I feel like they're both really good. Let me just try. Yeah, like this one is not as thick. Yeah, they're both nice, but I find that I could see why this is so good because of the extra ceramides that's added into this one. So all in all, if you are on a budget, this works. Only $12. If you want to try something more medical grade and you want more of the fatty acid support for your skin, then the Hydrating Serum by Dr. Wu is an option, but it is like quadruple the price. The next product I want to talk about is the Milano CC. This is also very popular in Japan. The key ingredients are vitamin C. So you need vitamin C serum, recommended, use it first thing in the morning. It's really good for brightening any dark spots. If you have hyperpigmentation, it can be helpful for that. It helps with uneven skin tone, any acne marks or dullness on your skin. I actually find you don't need very much of this either. That's just what it's like, and it's sticky, so you don't need very much. I actually apply the vitamin C before I use the serums because you kind of want it to do its job by brightening the skin and putting it on any dark spots. This one is also recommended. You can see that I'm almost out of the tube, and this one I got in Japan last year. This is around $10. Okay, next up is the Mandelic Acid by Dr. Wu. So this is a very viral product. Like everyone swears by this. The Mandelic Intensive Renewal Serum, ultra concentration of mandelic acid, 18% with hydration and barrier repair. This is an exfoliant. So for my eczema listeners, don't use this if you have very sensitive skin because it's meant to exfoliate your skin. Though this is actually better to use than the classic glycolic acid that a lot of people use. It's better to use for sensitive skin, but you definitely want to avoid during any active flares. This is particularly popular because it's really gentle yet effective when it comes to exfoliation. I have yet to try it because my skin's been dry. So I'm like, I'm just gonna wait until a little bit later and I'll give this a shot. But I know this product is like really good for exfoliation. It's dermatologist developed by Dr. Wu, a Taiwan-based dermatologist. The purpose of this serum is to help remove any blackheads, acne, enlarged pores, excess oil. Recommended to, like it even says here, skin type is normal to oily. I'll let you guys know how this is. And this one is also $50 USD. Okay, last Dr. Wu product is Extreme Hydrating Cream. This is also another popular product. The key ingredients are ceramides, which is a fatty acid, cholesterol, and squalene, which is all really important to keep your skin plump and healthy. I personally have really enjoyed this product. I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like. So it's like that. I'm just gonna put some on my finger and show you guys. It's quite nice. I like this one. This is really good. I put this on in the night. So after I use either my Hada Labo serum or I use my Dr. Wu Hydrating Serum, they recommend the step-by-step with their product line. So using the serum and then using the cream, but sometimes I alternate. I do that at night and my skin has been really nice. Like I can actually feel how plump it is. And the other day, one of my friends I haven't seen in a long time was like, what did you do to your skin? You literally look like you have glass skin. And out of all the years of dealing with eczema and actually having nice skin after healing from TSW, I've never had anyone say, your skin looks like glass. And I was like, okay, that's when I know the products I'm using now is working. Okay, another honorable mention, the Dynasty Cream by Beauty of Joseon. I got this yesterday because I wanted to film a video and share with you guys this, but wow, 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 wow. I love it. This is a K-beauty brand and it's not thick, which I love. Sometimes when you put on skincare and it just feels so thick and uncomfortable. Both of these brands, like both the Dr. Wu, this one's, by the way, is $57 USD, and the Dynasty Cream just glides on so nicely onto your skin. It really is hydrating. I absolutely love it. It just feels nice and it makes my skin so plump. Like, it feels so good. The main ingredient for this is rice bran water, rice extract, which is what provides hydration and the antioxidants. I paid $25 for this. I think the Dynasty Cream might actually be a little bit more hydrating, but they're both good. They're both good. If I were to choose between the two, it really depends on what I'm trying to focus on. For barrier repair, I would use the Dr. Wu Hydrating Cream. We often lack enough ceramides, especially with eczema-prone skin. We need fatty acids, so I would go with this one if ceramides is something that you're looking for. Otherwise, if you're looking for like a rich, buttery, not so much where you're trying to promote barrier repair, the Dynasty Cream would be a good option. I think heavier for sure, thicker, and the Dr. Wu Hydrating Complex is a lot lighter. So what I like to do sometimes is the thicker one I like to use at night because I can just sleep with it on and it hydrates my skin overnight. And then the lighter one I like to use during the day. If I'm out and about, it doesn't feel so thick on my skin. Also different purposes, right? This is more like barrier repair and this is like a dewy finish. If you want that plumpy in the Korean skin, this is what you want. I think that's it when it comes to my cleansers, serums, and moisturizers. Now I want to talk a little bit about some of the masks I've been using. I've been switching between the different masks, but I will say that from doing weekly face masks, it has made my skin so much more soft. Now, again, if you're someone that has active flares in your face, you don't want to be doing this, but if your skin is all right, you don't get eczema too much on your face, these are some of the things I've been using. One of my ultimate favorite masks is actually the MediHeal brand. MediHeal is also very popular. Products are also very good. I've only used their face masks right now. I'm not even gonna bother pronouncing that, but this one is supposed to help with blemish repair. And I've loved all the MediHeal masks. I've used this one. I think they also have a collagen one. Love MediHeal. You can get that in anywhere. I got this in Thailand. Also saw it in Taiwan as well. I believe this is the same brand as my Hado Labo. I think it looks like it. But this is also another mask that I bought. This is also good too. Honestly, all Asian skincare masks are just amazing. Some of them you have to be careful. If they add fragrance in it, you want to avoid that, especially if you have sensitive skin. There's also another brand that I got in Taiwan, the Saburino. My little sister recommended this. I haven't tried it yet, but she loves it and she's so into skincare. She almost knows more than I do. So I'm gonna try this and let you guys know how it goes. But generally speaking, face masks once a week if you can makes a huge difference. Oh, I don't know if you guys remember seeing a video. I had a huge cystic pimple like this that came up in September of last year. And I went through a whole freaking journey, try to heal that pimple. I actually went to a dermatologist here in Chiang Mai and they did something called CO2 laser to extract the rest of the gunk that was still in my pimple. It started off looking really bad after the treatment. And then I was really concerned that I wasn't going to heal. And a few months later, look, I still have a little bit of pigmentation, but I've been using the vitamin C serum. And this is not a Korean product, topicals. This was recommended from you guys a few months ago. It's a brightening and clearing serum, and it's made with tranexamic acid. I don't know how to pronounce that, but niacinamide, which is highly recommended for scarring and pores. So I've been using that on my scar here and it's been working really well. What a world of a difference compared to what it was before. And then in terms of other face stuff, so I watched a YouTube video by Si Young, Korean YouTuber, and she swore by the lip sleeping mask, Korean brand as well, of course. And gosh, this thing smells so good. They come in different scents. This one is strawberry shortcake. They give you this to use, a little spoolie kind of thing, and you dip it into the mask and you put it on before bed and you leave it on. It makes your lips juicy. I think I paid around $16 for this in Thailand. They gave me some samples of their sleeping mask as well. This is a mask you put before bed and you can actually keep it on all night and not have to wash it off. I used this a couple times, very hydrating. I noticed my skin so plump the next day. If you're looking for a face mask, honestly, K-Beauty wins, guys. It wins. Okay, now let's talk about sunscreen. So I've got 3 sunscreens that I've been using. I have been using the Biore UV Aqua Rich sunscreen from Japan for the past 2 years. It is absolutely amazing. What I love about this is it glides on so easily. Like it looks like it's thick, but once you put it on, look. It's so nice. It smells nice. It glides on nice. It doesn't leave a white cast. I highly recommend it, especially for someone that's really struggling with finding a sunscreen that doesn't leave a white cast. Feels really nice. It goes well with makeup, so you can put this on and then put makeup on afterwards. It is perfect. You don't need a lot. Only downside about this is it contains a bit of alcohol, so if you have really dry skin, you maybe want to be careful with that. For me and my skin, it works perfectly fine. What I'll do is if my skin feels more dry and I need a moisturizer type of sunscreen, honorable mention, recommended as well. Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun SPF 50, and it has rice and probiotics. This one is really good in the sense that it's not only SPF 50, it feels like a moisturizer. Sometimes I don't even use my moisturizer, like my Dr. Wu or the Dynasty cream. I just use this and it's enough because it feels like a moisturizer. I feel like I just put too much, but like that is, oh, very hydrating and it goes on so nicely. I will definitely get myself more of this. I feel like I've already used so much and it's been like less than a week. I really like this sunscreen I have been using. So this is the UV Body Care Serum SPF 50 High UV Protection, the Intensive Aura. This one also glides on so well. There's no white cast at all. I used it when I was down in the islands in Thailand and it was really hot, really humid. I used it, didn't get any sunburnt. Went on very nicely in terms of applying sunscreen because we know a lot of the natural sunscreens, they're natural, yeah. This one, actually, I don't think the ingredients is too bad, but I know a lot of people try to go super natural. From switching my products to products that aren't necessarily labeled natural, they actually have worked better for my skin. Sometimes natural isn't always the best. Of course, you want to stay away with the parabens, stay away with fragrance and things like that, but Korean products are generally branded to be really good for your skin, even if it's not labeled natural that we see. And same with the Biore UV, it's not labeled as natural. And if you look at the ingredient list, I mean, it's a little long. I have to check this one to see how it is in terms of the toxin level, but Biore products, we all know. If you're into Asian beauty, we all know Biore products is good. If you're gonna use it for once in a while and it's not completely natural, I don't think it's a huge deal, especially when it works amazing. This one I paid around $17 and this Biore UV body serum, only $7 USD. So cheap, it's a big bottle relatively, and I love this one. Now the Biore one, I think it's much more affordable. I don't exactly remember how much this cost, but it was definitely around the $10 range. If you guys know the exact cost, let me know in the comments. That's my sunscreens that I'm using currently. The other couple things I want to mention too as a part of my skincare routine, since we're talking about skincare today, is eye cream. So this one called the Sana Name Raka. I think I'm saying that right. Eye cream. This is also famous. I'm getting all the famous products, but I got this in Japan actually last year or 2 years ago. This one contains soy isoflavonones, which is really good for elasticity. So if you're someone that has like wrinkles or you just want your eyes to be a little bit more plump and hydrated, that is what this is for. And I like it. It feels really nice on my eyes personally. And now that I don't have any lashes on, I can actually put stuff on my eyes. Got this eyelash serum. It's the heroin make serum. Eyelash serum is recommended in Asia. I've seen great results for people who have had damaged eyelashes, which I don't know if you guys can see, but I don't have the best eyelashes. It's always been like that. And I've been doing eyelash extensions for as long as I could remember. And I needed to take a break because I started seeing big gaps in my eyelash. So I started using this, and guys, I've been using this since end of November, so it's been less than 2 months and I have literally seen my eyelashes getting stronger. This is so good. Some of the eyelash serums that I've tried, the Ordinary serum, that like burns my eyes, and I actually didn't see a big difference with the Ordinary. Then when I switched to this one and using it consistently, once every day in the evening, I'm actually noticing my eyelashes getting a lot stronger and thicker, and it doesn't burn my eyelashes. The Sana eye cream is about $6 to $10, and then this eyelash serum is around $11. I think that is all for today. I just shared with you all of my skincare products, from cleansers to moisturizers, amazing serums, a couple things that I have not tried yet, which is the exfoliating acid, my holy grail sunscreen, the Biore and the Beauty of Joseon, some eye stuff, eye cream, eyelash support. You know what? I'm just gonna throw this in there. It's not K-Beauty, but I use it and I love it. Tower 28 Lippy. It is hydrating. This one's a watermelon. It smells nice and it works great. And very important, use a SPF lip balm. This one is not Asian. It's by Jane Iredale and I love it. It's called the Lip Drink. It has a bit of a tint and it's SPF as well. Some other products that I use occasionally depending on my skin. You guys know La Roche-Posay. This one is the Cicaplast Gel B5. It helps with epidermal recovery. I use this after a flare when my skin feels really dry, needs a little bit of support. This works really well for my skin. It has a gel texture. So I use this in between some of my skincare products depending on what my skin needs. So in summary, what I use in the morning versus the night can be different. So in the morning, I will always cleanse my face with the cleansers that I shared. Then with the moisturizer, I either go in with the Dr. Wu or the Beauty of Joseon, though I will choose Dr. Wu since it's not as thick. And then I will go ahead and use a sunscreen. I always use an SPF and depends how I feel, either the Biore or the Beauty of Joseon. And in the night, it's the same thing. I cleanse my face with the same cleanser. Then I use the Beauty of Joseon for my nighttime cream because it's much more bouncy and heavier and it's nice that it sits on my skin. But prior to that, I'll either use, again, the serum from Hado Labo or I'll use Dr. Wu. So I alternate depending on what I feel like using. And then I'll use a face mask as well. That's my skincare routine. It's quite simple, nothing too crazy. This is how you achieve nicer skin if that's something that you're trying to work on. But also don't forget, even though skincare is really important, also your gut health, your nutrition, your diet, your overall lifestyle, how much sleep that you get, exercise, all of that also plays a role in your skin. If you want to learn more about that, more about nutrition and gut health and supporting your body so you feel better in your body, less symptoms, a little bit behind the scenes of the stuff that I use for myself, then definitely stay tuned for the next episode. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in and we will see you in the next one.